crystal. There you go.
Cool that gray kid, bone spirit.
Had a lot of fun out there. Super cold, very windy. We worked through it, so listen to what we did. You can work around the windy conditions. Also, leave a comment if you think you know. We're going to have a trick at the very end that no matter where you are, you're in the tropics, get yourself a little frozen bubble. So stick around for that too.
It's Christmas Eve. It was 3 degrees last night, and we're gonna go try to freeze some bubbles.
Oh man, let's try it. Touch it. I think it's actually frozen. Crystal. There you go. Let's try to put one on this ice. Maybe that'll work.
In 10 minutes, we only managed to capture that one bubble. We were hoping perhaps if we blew them down near the ice, they'd stick around or even stick to it. That didn't work either.
Can you see that?
Yep. Fell to the ground, frozen.
We'd walk down the hill in hopes to get out of the wind.
All right.
And while it was better than up top, it was still far from perfect. Figured next we'd walk 100 feet to see if these stickers would help. They did a little. You can see that it's definitely going slower, but the bubbles are still getting scattered everywhere.
Operation Human Shield.
That's
I know.
Being 7 degrees and windy, the shine wore off within about 15 minutes. Our fingers were frozen and we decided to head back to the house to warm up. Now the plan had been to blow bubbles, catch them on our stick and watch them freeze. This of course wasn't working because of the wind. I did have one last plan though. I thought perhaps if we take a plate of water, we could blow bubbles through a straw directly onto it and see if those would freeze. Up to a balmy 8.5. It was cold, cold, cold. How was it?
horrible. I felt like that my fingers would fall off in 8 milliseconds.
There you go. What did we do to warm our fingers back up?
Come back inside.
And then what?
Sat in the living room and got the sunlight.
Did you forget a step?
Wash your hands with cold water.
Yeah, run them under. Why cold water? Why not hot?
Because hot water, since your hands are so cold and it's so hot, you'll be like, oh, it's just because my hands are cold. That's why I feel scalded, but you're actually scalding them.
Uh-oh. How did the cold water feel? Did it feel cold or hot?
Hot.
Nice.
And perfect.
A few minutes later, we were out with our tray of water, which immediately froze. But watch the dancing ice crystals. If it can stay still, it'll start freezing because the bigger it is. The tray and straw trick worked really well. We were able to repeatedly blow large bubbles, with the only issue being the wind. You'll see in the reflection of the bubble, the microphone actually has the windshield on it, but the audio is not that great, and it shook apart 9 out of 10 bubbles before they totally froze. Still, made for some pretty cool footage.
Solid ice. Poke it with your finger very softly. Nice. How was that, bud?
Goodbye, one more.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, doubles. Mine popped. Yours is still going.
I better than you?
Sure, bud.
Yeah.
I think this one's freezing. Shattered. Leave that one alone. Let's see what happens here. Let's just stand back. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Come on, wind. Pop it. Oh, nice.
All right, there you have it. Some fun with bubbles. Get out there, play with your kids, even if it's cold outside. And as promised, if you want to be able to do this at your house, maybe you thought of the trick, take your own tray of water, sit it in the freezer for 30 minutes. It'll be just that thick and frozen. And then with it in the fridge, blow a bubble onto it, very delicately close it, give it 10 minutes, and when it comes out, it'll be frozen. Your freezer's about 0 degrees. You'll fight time. You only get to see it for a minute, but at least you'll be able to see a frozen bubble. Got anything else?
Yes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Awesome.